Hello guys, we'll continue our discussion on sociology previous year question, and here I'll be taking up a topic which is social facts. Okay, so let's look at the question and then I'll be discussing the answer, the way in which you'll be answering the question also, not the answer as such completely. So here is your question. What they have asked is, what are the problems? What are the problems in observing social facts in Durkheim views? So we know that Durkheim want to treat social facts as things, right? So he said social facts need to be considered as things. And why he's saying social facts need to be considered as things? So that you can ensure maximum objectivity. There won't be any personal bias. If you consider anything like a thing, like a physical object, right, then you will be treating, if you can treat it like that, then there won't be any personal attachment or personal bias, so that bias can be avoided and you can ensure maximum possible objectivity. So his stress on considering social facts as things basically shows his concern towards ensuring objectivity. Now, let me give you the basic background, context, introduction, and the structure of this answer. And this is asked for 10 marker. I'll talk for 20 marker so that you can accordingly adjust also. Not going to give you the answer. Answer is anyway there in the PDF. So first, let's try to understand what has been asked in the question, right? So what they're asking was, see, a very important sociology question, social fact, because this is actually the subject matter of sociology. So when we talk about subject matter of sociology, that debate itself, this is one side. Durkheim, the subject matter is to study social facts, and there is a definition of studying social facts. There is a definition of social fact. There are characteristics of social fact. There are rules of studying social facts. All that can be asked separately also. But even if it is not asked here, what is asked is, what are the problems in observing social facts? Now, if you need to explain the problem, you first have to talk about what is social facts, right? And then you need to tell the characteristics of social facts. The four characteristics we'll be discussing, right? The externality, the generality, the constraints, and the independence, that you will tell. And that also will come as a problem. And then most importantly, the rules of studying social facts. In that, he's stressing consider social facts as things. And he's also talking about collective representation and everything. What are the major problems comes there? So what I have seen is many students start writing about social facts. They'll talk about the characteristics of social fact, and they'll also talk about the rules of studying social facts, and then they stop there. But is that what they asked? Examiner is not asking to explain social facts. Examiner is asking you to explain what are the problems in observing social facts. So social fact is required, definition is required, characteristics is required, rules of studying social facts is required, but the major content should be the problems in observing social facts, right? Because you need to observe. It should be observed like an external reality. It should be treated as things, right? And that is the area that you need to cover. So, you have to briefly explain the concept, and the focus should be on methodological difficulties, the criticisms, and challenges in objectively studying social facts. So that's the, essential requirement here, right? So it's a kind of critical evaluation question, because you are asking the problems in observing social facts. So you can consider this as a critically evaluate his theory of social facts also. That way also you can answer this question. So I hope you understood, right? So the directive here is, what are the problems? So what it requires, first you understand. You need brief explanation. You need difficulties in observing them. Of course, you need to talk about characteristics. You need to talk about the rules. That's when you can explain the difficulties. You need to talk about methodological limitations, where you can bring in Weber and associated thinkers, and the later criticism by the later sociologists you can bring in. And finally, we are not going to reject Durkheim. We are not going to fully praise Durkheim. We are looking for a balanced conclusion. So this is going to be your structure. And see, guys, this is a very easy question, very theoretical question, which everyone know. So I don't think that I need to keep explaining what is social facts, the characteristics of social facts, the rules of studying social facts. This is known to every aspirant. If you have attended class by me, of course, you attended the classes by any teacher, any mentor in the world. We all have the same content, right? So there is no problem or difference or discrepancy with the content also. So the area to be covered, let me repeat this again. because many people miss some areas. They will add some area and then finally they come and tell that I got 219 only. You look at my student Ayush Pathak, who got 219 in his first attempt, but he straight away jumped to 274 in the next attempt because there were some problems in writing. Or Himanshu, I'll attach all these testimonials below this. Okay, he got 207 and straight away who went to 262. In fact, both of them have improved 55 marks. Right? The problem that they had is they were not identifying the demand of the question and writing everything that they know. If you see the word social facts, you start writing theory of social facts. You see, compare Durkheim division of labor with Marx. You only talk about Durkheim division of labor and you don't talk about Marx in detail because you don't have a separate study there. You only have alienation there. From there, you need to write. So you are missing something, you are missing comparison and you are missing the mark. And finally, you complain that I've written everything, but I didn't get the mark. Right? This happens. Now, before it happens to you, this is what going to happen in future to you. That is what I'm telling you. I'm just giving you that bridge so that you can come out safely. Before it happens to you, before you get that 207, 219 and come to us and improve in the next year, this year itself you can improve. Even through this understanding itself, you can improve. I'm giving so much value here. So let's start with your intro, right? Well, I'll give you that intro. And then we define what is social facts. And when we talk about characteristics of social facts, and then we talk about rules of studying social facts, and then we say problems in observing social facts as things, because he's stressing on things, but you also need to tell that his stress on considering social facts as things shows his concern towards objectivity. And you remember when we discussed about sociology as science, we discussed something called as quantifiability. So Durkheim even tried to quantify the extreme abstract forms of social fact, right? By saying that it need to be considered as things and like that. Okay, so Durkheim's method of observation, rules of observation and its limitation, right? And problems in observing social facts and the critical evaluation and then the conclusion. So if you are ready, now either you can start writing an answer or I'll give you an introduction, I'll give you a conclusion and I'll give you the points also and that you can, take down. So guys, first you need to mention the book name when you're writing, whether it is division of labor or suicide or Marx theory of historical materialism or alienation or class struggle or social facts, whatever, right? So the rules of sociological method, 1895, Durkheim identified social facts as the proper subject matter of sociology. So what is the subject matter of sociology according to Émile Durkheim? Study social facts. Okay, consider social facts as things. Now he defined social facts, not define that. The ways of acting, thinking, and feeling, which are external to individual and are endowed with the power of coercion by the reason of which they control over him. So that so you might have learned your definition something like this: acting, thinking, and feeling, which are external to individual and exercise a coercive influence over him. Or the actual definition or the one you interpreted, whatever it is, it's perfectly fine. And Durkheim argued that social facts should be treated as things and studied objectively through scientific methods. Your introduction. Now give in detail, according to Durkheim, social facts possess certain characteristics like externality that exists outside the individual consciousness. All these examples you can mention. Constraint, they have a constraining power or a coercive force over the individual. So you can follow that, you can explain that social pressure to follow the social norms. Generality, it's widespread throughout the society, right? And independence, they exist independent of individual preferences. Now talk about the problems in observing social facts. All these we did enough discussion in the class, so I'm not getting into the depth of it. Reliability of data. So social facts are often studied using statistical techniques, but still the data may not be complete, may not be accurate. So for example, in his own theory of suicide, Durkheim, he himself acknowledged that many suicides were misclassified, underreported, not officially recorded. Thus, empirical observation may be flawed. So the criticism that we learned therein in detail, you can add here. I'm not discussing that separately. Atkinson criticism, misreporting of suicide and all those can derail the analysis. So if the data collected itself is wrong, your analysis is completely questionable. Then the observer bias. Durkheim demanded complete objectivity. He wanted to treat this as things, but still sociologists themselves are members of society. So you have values, you have ideologies, you have cultural assumptions that may influence observation. And Weber's critique, you can mention, complete value neutrality is difficult in social research. You can also say that in sociology, you are not dealing with matter, unlike science. Science, you are dealing with matter whose behavior is predictable, and cause and effect relationship is easily possible with 100% objectivity, because matter behave in a certain way. Water you boil, you know what is going to happen. Water you freeze, you know what is going to happen. But in sociology, you study human beings who have consciousness, whose behavior cannot be predicted. Therefore, absolute objectivity is neither possible nor desirable in sociology, and complete value neutrality is not possible. Also, sociologists cannot read things, right, everything as things like pebbles. I don't recollect exact statement. Pebbles in the beach, something like that. Weber is saying, waiting to be gathered as a pebbles in the beach, right? Okay. Now, difficulty in non-material social facts. See, many social facts are intangible. Collective conscience, when you talk about how to treat as things, moral beliefs, social solidarity, collective representation, right? Unlike physical object, they cannot be directly observed. So researchers often infer them indirectly. The neglect of individual agency. Here again, you will use Weber. Micro, you can use. Durkheim focuses heavily on social structure, but still individuals interpret social facts differently. You can give this example. The same religious norm may influence different individuals in different ways. So Durkheim framework struggle to explain such variations. Max Weber argued that subjective meanings attached by individuals are equally important. So guys, you can take this in any level. Whatever you studied in Weber, you can bring in. You can talk from Marx also. You can talk about other thinkers also. So I'm just leaving it to you, criticism part. You have studied a lot, so you can add that. You have enough flexibility, right, from different. See, one of the point that we always discuss in sociology is interlinkage, interconnectedness. So whatever dimensions you can bring in, what it's not necessary that you need to write Weber, you should be writing. Others is your choice. Okay, so that is why I'm not stressing on anything. Even when I'm talking about one example, I'm just giving it to you completely. Your absolute freedom is yours in this kind of questions. Okay, and these are the areas where you can express yourself and your knowledge, where you can score also very good. Now, this is unrealistic assumption, right? Because Durkheim, in fact, looking for general laws which are applicable to all societies, but societies differ significantly. Different societies, matriarchal society, patriarchal society, tribal community, industrial society. So a social fact in one society may not exist in other. Khasi society, you can give this example, right, of Meghalaya, follows matrilineal traditions that challenge universal assumptions. A complexity of social facts. So social facts rarely operate independently, right? They interact with culture, economy, politics, religion, social facts, history, and all those. So you cannot isolate one social facts for scientific observation, and that is going to become difficult. Then dynamic nature of society, because it continuously evolve depending upon family structure, gender norms, religious practices, work culture, etc. So what is observed today may change rapidly tomorrow, especially in the present context. Now, problem of reification, we discussed this already. Criticism by symbolic interactionist, George Herbert Mead, I have added here, you can use that. And then overemphasis on social determinism. Durkheim often portrays individual as products of social forces. But there are critics who argue that, this basically underestimate the human activity, resistance, agency. Goffman's view you can add, we studied that. Now comes Max Weber, neglect of subjective meaning, need of Verstehen. You can add that. Marx ignored power and class relations. Not Marx ignored, according to Marx or Marxian critic. Durkheim ignored power and class relation. Social facts may reflect the dominant class interest. George Herbert Mead, Pierre Bourdieu, social structures and individual agency operate together. Michael Foucault, so social facts are shaped by power relations and discourse. Now you also need to add the contemporary relevance, despite the criticisms and limitations, the relevance, because that is a contribution part of the relevance part which is required. It remains foundational in sociology. Social facts continue to influence the law, education, religion, family, digital behavior. For example, social media norms, online etiquettes, institutional regulations. So all these demonstrate that the continuing relevance of external social constraints. So you got a perfect answer. Now, see, I'm not stressing on the answer, guys. Here, our session is meant for making your structure correct. Because what I've seen is you don't lack content, right? Everyone, even when Himanshu, he got 207 last year, and this year he jumped to 262. There is no improvement in the content. There is only improvement in interpretation of question and the way he write and the way he present the content. Content remained the same, just did the consolidation. Ayush Pathak, who got 219 to 274. Why I'm talking about these two guys is because they jumped 55 mark without changing. The content is the same. That is when I have realized, and that we know, that's what we teach them. That is when I have realized the problem is not with the content. Every one of you who are listening to me, every one of you who are putting this much effort, have the content. The problem is the presentation. Your problem is this. Identify your problem and correct it. So you understand the structure and then arrange your content accordingly. Content is never your problem. In fact, content is never the problem of any aspirant who's going to write mains. Content wise, you are enough. The context, the presentation, that's what matters. And that's why the same person, Ayush got IAS this year. He got 219, jumped to 274. That itself gave him IAS. That content same, nothing else. But presentation changed. Answer writing. Okay, so now conclusion we need. So you can say it can be a summary of what we discussed. Observing social facts presents several methodological challenges, including problems of reliability, because that's what asked. So we are just summarizing the challenges, so the problems which has been asked by the examiner. Observer bias, complexity, changing social realities, and the difficulty of measuring non-material phenomena. But still, Durkheim's concept of social facts remain a landmark contribution because it established sociology as a distinct scientific discipline and emphasized the powerful influence of society on individual behavior. His framework still continue to provide foundational starting point for sociological inquiry, even though later thinkers have refined and criticized it. Whatever, depending upon the demand of the question, you can write. So, see, first you understood about the social facts, and then you talk about its characteristics: externality, individuality, generality, coerciveness or constraints, right? And then he's talking about it is observable scientifically. Consider it as things. And what are the criticisms or the problems that we have identified? There is a problem with reliability, data reliability. He himself, suicide theory, you can write example. Observer bias, multiple examples you have. Difficult to measure collective conscience. There are certain things which are not measurable. Neglect of agency, you can talk about Weber. Universalism is questionable, right? Complexity of social reality, social change, reification of society. And for subjective meaning, you can use Weber. For interaction, symbolic interactionism, you can use Mead. Interaction creates society. You can use Marx for talking about power and class, which was ignored by Durkheim. Bourdieu, structure plus agency. Foucault, power relation. So this structure you just keep in mind. And easy 20 marker, not a big deal. So this is how it has to be done, and it has to be answered, and it has to be tackled. So see you guys in the next session. Thank you so much. If you're looking for any classes or mentorship or test series, you can get in touch with us, 8138 000 360. So you can talk to Civil 360. That's where I'll be available. See you there. Thank you.